Hello, I'm Mr. Marston from CCS, and I'm going to be reading you a book from the Cat in the Hat's Learning Library called There's No Place Like Space, about all about our solar system, and it's by Tish Rabi. Now, in these books, in the back of them, there's what's called a glossary. And glossary is words that have definitions. It'll tell you what the words mean, and we can find these words in the book. So we'll see if we can find them as we read. So in this one, we'll find astronaut, a person who pilots a spacecraft or works in space. Astronomer, a person who studies the planets, stars, sun, moon, and other celestial bodies. Constellation, a group of stars that form a pattern in the sky that looks like a picture. Lunar rover, a vehicle used by astronauts to explore the surface of the moon. Satellite, a natural or man-made object that moves around a planet. Solar system, the sun and all the planets that move around it. A telescope, an instrument that uses lenses to make faraway objects appear closer. And universe, everything that exists, including the Earth, the planets, the stars, and all of space. So let's see if we can find those words in this book as we read. There's no place like space. I'm the Cat in the Hat, and we're off to have fun. We'll visit the planets, the stars, and the sun. There is no place like space. I'll prove it to you. Your mother will not mind at all if I do. Jump in, here we go. We will fly up so high. We can dance on the moon and play games in the sky. We will swing past the stars, and in case you have missed them, you'll soon see the planets in our solar system. There are 8 of these planets that circle the sun, and soon you'll be able to name every one. Mercury's close to the sun's burning light. It's hot in the daytime and freezing at night. There's Mercury. On Venus, the weather is always the same. Hot, dry, and windy with no chance of rain. Can you guess the next planet? Well, here is a clue. It is my home and home to thing 1 and thing 2. You have been living on it each day since your birth. It is third from the sun. It is our planet, Earth. It spins all the time, round and round like a top. It turns once every day, and it never will stop. This question had thing 1 and thing 2 in a tizzy. Is Earth always spinning? Why don't we get dizzy? We don't feel the Earth as it spins on its way because we're spinning right along with it right now, every day. Next, here is Mars. It's the color of rust. We sneeze here because it is covered with dust. Travel to Jupiter and you'll find it is bigger than all other planets combined. Saturn has rings. It's so light, who would think it could float in an ocean and not even sink? Saturn is pretty light, I guess. I wonder how they know that. A planet can have satellites. There's one of those words, satellite, that surround it. Uranus has lots of these objects around it. There are colors in space. I will show some to you. Neptune, planet 8, is a beautiful blue. There it is, it's blue. We have seen all the planets. Now here is a trick to remember their names and remember them quick. Say Mallory, Valerie, Emily, Mickles. Just saved up 999 nickels. The first letter of each of these words is the same as the first letter in each of the planets you name. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Pretty cool way of remembering. Now here is a game you can play in the skies. Connect all the stars you can see with your eyes. It's a star, dot to dot. Use your imaginations, and you'll see big pictures we call constellations. A dog, the great bear, and Leo the lion, Taurus the bull, and a hunter, Orion. A star in the sky may look small, like a dot, but it's really a big glowing ball, and it's hot. And there's one star by far that's our favorite one. We can't live without it. The star called, can you name it? The sun. There it is. From the Earth, it looks big. There is one reason why: it's the closest to Earth of the stars in the sky. Be careful and never look right at the sun. Your eyes would get hurt, and that would not be fun. How big is the sun? We just heard right this minute 1,000,000 of our Earths could all fit right in it. That's big. Oh, look at the time. We must go very soon. But first, we must take a quick look at the moon. The moon does not shine in the sky in the night, but like a big mirror reflects the sun's light. There it is. Astronauts flew to the moon to explore a place no one had ever been to before. They walked on the moon and then drove all over in a special moon car called the lunar rover. So here are a couple of the words: astronauts and lunar rover. An astronaut studies what's up in the an astronomer studies what's up in the sky. Thing two wants to be one. In fact, so do I. There's another one of the words from the glossary: astronomer. Here comes another word from the glossary. The universe is a mysterious place. We are only just learning what happens in space. So I brought you a present. Look in the sky. Just put this telescope up to your eye. Oh dear, I must go fly back up to the stars and take things 1 and 2 out to dinner on Mars. Of course, they don't really go to Mars because it's so far away. But there's lots to discover, and it might be you who looks up in the sky and finds something new. Well, that was a book I enjoyed, and I hope you did too. And we'll get to do this again soon. Take care, guys.